Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I believe this is episode 7, and today we are going to progress into the calculation age. We are all done with the industrial age, and it's time to go to the next one. Yeah. So if you went ahead, I would go ahead and recommend making this blast furnace from immersive engineering because you'll end up getting a ton of um, steel, and you're gonna need a ton of steel for the calculation age. Um, so I put together a couple chests over here of what we want to do today. We're gonna be crafting, it looks like 8 different things. So yeah, let's get cracking. Take a look at the guide here and let's get going. So I remember in order to get into this age, we need to craft the calculator, right? So let's go calculator. It's this one here, triggers age 2. So let's get all the stuff we need for this. It's gonna be if you want to pause the video, grab all this stuff. Looks like you're gonna need 24 steel in total, which is gonna take you a while. Just a heads up. I should probably be making more steel right now. That's what I should be doing. Anyway, but for the calculator itself, you're gonna need 17 cobblestone, 1 redstone, 4 steel, 6 buttons, and 1 copper ingot. Okay, so let's make the calculator screen. That's just 8 cobblestone around uh, a red piece of redstone, and then for the what is this called? The calculator assembly. We're going to need to make a steel mechanical component, and we're going to make a bunch of these today, so I may just like fly through this recipe. 4 steel in the corner and 1 copper ingot in the middle. Not too difficult. And then for the other part of the calculator assembly is going to be 4 buttons and 4 cobblestone. That's just going to make the little buttons for us to push. And then we can take and make our calculator. Now that gives us a trophy, another trophy, and we need to make a trophy room. That's what we should do. So let's stick this, I suppose, there for now. And then, if you click on the calculator, it says not enough energy, right? So let's keep reading or start reading. To generate your first RF power, you have 3 options. So this thing requires RF. You see there says stored energy 0 RF. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that. So you need to see the first option here is the hand cranked generator from calculator. So for that, you're just gonna need and the handle with it. Okay, it's gonna be these 2 things. Okay, really simple to make. It's gonna be that steel mechanical component again, and then 6 sticks and 2 planks. And then the crank handle is going to be 5 more sticks. Okay, so now if we put this down, I'm assuming the crank handle goes on top, and we just, oh, that does not last long. Let's that's bizarre. Did I break that mistakenly? Let's just grab a stack of these. And we'll just make a recipe. I thought it was you just keep spamming right click. Maybe you just hold right click. Maybe I broke it. Let's try that one more time. So let's stick this on here and then just hold right click. Yeah, so I was rapidly clicking the right click, and that broke it, so don't do that. Wow, that generated a lot of power. Okay. Alright, so the next thing you're going to need, we'll just stick those over there for now. The second option is the clockwork engine from forestry. Right click charges it up, and when you stop right clicking, it generates a little bit of power for a while. That sounds cool. So for that, you're going to need a bunch of ingots, right? You're going to need 6 planks, 1 glass, 4 cobblestone, 1 iron ingot, 4 gold ingots, 2 redstone, 5 copper ingots, and 4 steel ingots. So That's crazy. Clockwork. Okay, so grab this. Uh, this is kind of a complicated thing. So the steel mechanical component again, and you're going to put copper ingots on the sides to make the copper gear. Alright, it must be nighttime. No. People are just hanging out underneath my base being annoying. Let's go get rid of that. Sure. Okay. Enough of that racket. I'm trying to make a video. Enough of the racket. Okay, back to business. So this clockwork, yeah, clockwork engine, kind of a cool name for it, right? So it's kind of like you wind it up like a clock, like a watch, and then, yeah, and then it works. Okay, so then we're gonna need a clock, which makes sense, right? 4 gold ingots around a redstone. We need a piston. You've seen me make those before, and you know how to make those. So then it's just those 3 on the bottom, piece of glass, and there we go. So let's face this, I don't know, let's face it this way, sure. So then, right click on here a bunch. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that generates a lot. Look at that, it went up to a 1.6. So this thing only holds... This thing only holds 1,000 RF. This thing is already at 3,000. Woofda. That's amazing. Okay. The third option it has us make here is a survival generator from Extra Utility 2. It generates less power, but it needs no maintenance, which means I don't need to click on it. Okay, so for that, you're going to need 2 redstone, a furnace, which is 8 cobblestone, 5 more cobblestone, so 13 in total, 4 steel ingots, and a copper ingot. You can kind of tell what we're going to be doing with these. So let's look up the recipe for survivalist generator. And yep, sure enough, we're going to need the steel mechanical component, and then just put it all together. Okay, we're going to set that on top here, like this. Now, if we put a piece of whatever in there, anything that burns, it's going to take, it's going to burn for a long time. You'll see here, let's see, generates 160,000 RF. This only holds 10,000, so let's not stick that in there. Let's not be wasteful. Okay, let's see. These generate... let's look at this while we're doing that. There we go. 15,000? Still too much. Okay, so let's go grab some charcoal and turn them into charcoal nuggets or whatever they're called. Yeah, sure. I'll turn them into tiny charcoal and see what that's like. Okay, so that's 80,000. We don't want that, right? So this should be 8,000. Or 10,000. Interesting. You would think that it would be... so the tiny charcoal is better as far as generating power. Because, look at this. So if 80... No, that's 80,000. I'm dumb. Okay. So we'll put 1 in there, and that should generate 10,000 RF. Perfect. So one of these tiny charcoals will fill this survival generator all the way up, and that gives us 10,000 RF. So this hand crank generator probably generates power the fastest. Like if I were to just sit here and hold it, it probably generates it really quick. This, I did not click very long, and it generated 10,000 RF. This took fuel. So this is probably going to be my last option because I'm using fuel over here, and I'm not excited about how much fuel I'm going through in order to keep this system running over here. I'd like another option. So if you remember back to the other option we were going with, it was some sort of like tier 2 biofuel or something. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Okay, so to store power, the only option right now is the power cube from calculator. So let's take a look at that. The power cube. Okay, that looks kind of cool. It's going to take this compressed coal ball, which you haven't seen me make yet, which is this coal ball, and that's 8 crushed coal around a flint. So let's make that real quick. And then what you want to do is you want to take this and stick this in the compressor. Let's take that ejector upgrade out temporarily while we do that. And then we're going to need a block of redstone and then just 6 cobblestone. So that's really easy actually. So let's stick these like that. And then when this is done compressing, which doesn't take very long, we can make the power cube. So we can take all of that power that we just generated, the 21,000 RF that we just made in seconds here, and store it in this power cube. And let's hope that this power cube can store a decent amount of power. Okay, perfect. So it actually stores like a decent amount. So let's right click this bad boy a bunch. It's red there. All right, and that's, I guess you can watch this part here, and once that turns like an orange or yellow or something, you can release it and it'll start generating power. So we're just gonna let that go. I really like that. That doesn't take long at all, and it seems to generate a decent amount of power decently quick. Okay. So now what we can do is we can take the calculator and stick it right here, and it will power up. I think this holds 1,000 RF, and then we can do what it wants us to do. And I've never used the calculator mod. I've seen it used before, so we'll get back to what it actually does here in a minute, I think. But so the next thing on the list is now you can also generate power with a peat-fired engine. Okay, let's take a look at what that costs. Peat-fired engine. Okay, so that's going to be all of this stuff here. So 1 redstone, 1 glass, 1 iron ingot, 3 planks, 4 cobblestone, 8 steel, and 13 copper. So this is kind of probably the most expensive one we've made so far. 2 copper gears, so we're going to need 2 of these steel mechanical components. We're going to surround those with copper, which is where all of your copper needs come from. We're going to make a piston, and then oh, that's not just regular glass, my bad, that's stable glass. So I'm going to need another piece of glass here. And we're going to use the calculator. That's what the calculator is for. So let me grab another piece of sand. We'll cook that up into a piece of glass, and then we'll combine those 2 pieces of glass in the calculator to make stable glass. I also stuck an ejector upgrade here, and sometimes it pops it over into the macerator. Like if you're making ingots, it'll pop it over back into the macerator again. It's kind of weird. Alright, so let's grab our calculator, and we'll put these 2 glass together, and then I'll make stable glass. Now we can make our peat-fired engine. Shift click that into there, and boom, there you go. So let's scoot this out one just for the sake of. All right, whatever. We're just gonna scoot this out one, and it may destroy all of the power we generated, but again, it doesn't take very long. I'm actually going to stick the survival generator back here, and we're going to put our energy cube right here, and let's put our clockwork engine. I don't think this is going to face the correct way. Oh, it does. Perfect. Oh, it did keep it. Okay, so I'm right clicking, it's turning green, yellow, and an orange, and that should work for a long time. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, now we're going to take our peat-fired engine and we're going to put it there. And it can't work because it doesn't have fuel, and it doesn't have a redstone signal. So let's go grab a lever. And let's see. Oh, I've got plenty of sticks over there already. Put this away for now. And, you know, depending on how fast this peat stuff grows, we may go ahead and make a couple of these. If it's good. I have no idea. I've never used a peat-fired engine before. Okay, so this is gonna need a redstone power. Let's put it there. That way we know that it's working. Okay. Now, how do we get peat? To get peat, you get it from bog earth, which is placed next to water, within a range of 2 blocks. So that means we can make kind of like a little farm here. Okay, so bog earth. What in the world is bog earth? Okay, so bog earth looks like this, and it's crafted with sand and dirt and a bucket of water. So I have that here. Yep. And let's just shift click that in there, and that's going to give us 6. Actually, I might want to make another of that. So let's grab a couple. And where did all my iron go? Did I use all my iron already? Cool. Okay. I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna grab some more water, and we're going to make some more of this stuff. I was gonna make another bucket, but yeah. Oh, hey, this is probably a bad place to jump into. I just jumped right into a pool full of with a creeper and a skeleton. I didn't even look. Ah, that was terrifying. Okay, cool. Why is this all funky here? I have no idea. I don't know why I'm fixing this water. Alright, whatever. I don't care. Apparently I do care a little bit, but... Okay, so let's go ahead and make more of this bog earth. And yes, I'm going to need another bucket of water. I'm actually going to need 2 more buckets of water, because you need to put this bog earth around water. So, I've never done this before. I'm hoping this is a pretty good source of power. That would be pretty neat. I would like that a lot. Okay, so that should be plenty of bog earth for us. Oh, almost fell off. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, so let's just stick this in this corner, this bog earth. And we'll just kind of stick it around this water. And I wonder if I have to dig out and remake more bog earth each time I want to I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, I've never used this before. I'm kind of excited to try it. Maturity is 0. I have... Oh, there's 33 right there. I hope it's like the farm, and I can just right-click it and it gives me what I want. I don't think that's going to be the case. All right. Also, you can craft the coal generator from actual editions now, and we might be at our limit. But anyway, I went ahead and put all the stuff together here for that. If you want to go ahead and make that too, the coal generator generates 60 RF per tick. It's I don't know if that's been modified here for this, but you're gonna need a bunch of stuff for this. Okay, to start off with, you're gonna need 6 reinforced stone, 2 coal coke, so you're gonna need that coke oven. I mean, not naturally, right? The iron casing here is 4 iron, 4 black quartz, and this advanced machine casing. Okay, so you're gonna need steel plates, which I didn't make. No. Let's go grab that real quick. And then, oop, sorry about that. And then, and then, I'll show you how to make the rest of this. So the advanced casing is going to be kind of expensive. What that is you're going to need 2 of these carbon plates, which are these raw carbon mesh. Each of these require 2 raw carbon fibers, and each of those require 4 dust. So you're going to need 16 dust in total. Just like that makes your carbon fiber. Putting the carbon fiber like this makes your carbon mesh. And then those, I believe, get compressed. Yeah. Back to the compressor, stick those in. These should be done here shortly. So remember a couple episodes ago I said that you're going to need the compressor for a couple other things? Yeah, here we go. And then you're also going to need this thing called advanced alloy. So iron plates, bronze plates, and then tin plates make this mixed metal ingot. And I guess you don't need all of this. You just need 2 of these mixed metal ingots. So let's take these all out. We're not going to use them if we don't want them, if we don't need to. I guess I didn't realize that these mixed metal ingots don't come in 2. I mean, it's nice. But anyway, this is going to get us our compressed something. And then, sorry. And then you're going to make this machine casing here. Just like you've seen me do a bunch of times. Advanced alloy. Yeah. This one's almost ready. So why are the rest of these just kind of randomly not working? I wonder if there's like I'll have to do some research on that. Okay, now I think we can make the advanced thing. Yep, sure enough. There's the advanced casing. And then here is this. And then is this hardened stone? Reinforced stone. Okay. So I did not even read that correctly. So it's not the hardened stone that you just mine up. You're going to need the calculator for this, which is cool. I actually like that better. So we'll stick this back. Get 6 cobblestone, right? Or is it just 3? Yeah, 6. Okay. So we'll get 6 planks. And we'll open up our calculator. And we'll do that. Reinforced stone. Perfect. Great. Now we can craft this thing. Okay. Coal generator. So again, this is another coal-based generation that I may or may not be a fan of. Yeah. So I guess let's pick this up again. And since none of these break, which I'm super happy about, let's put our... I don't plan on using the survival generator a lot, especially now that I've got the coal generator. But I made it just for... just because. Okay, so let's stick the clockwork engine. We're going to have to change that. Let's stick the clockwork engine there. I'm going to keep my peat-fired engine here, kind of facing the peat, whatever. I'll probably stick this on top, survivalist generator in the back, and then the hand cranked there. I think I can still reach that. Yeah. Okay. Good. So we can fill this up if we wanted to. You know, just sit here for a little while, fill up its internal buffer. Yeah, that takes a while. That's a really slow. I made all these so you can kind of see how they look. You know, kind of see how they work. You can choose for yourself which one you want to use. In my opinion, of the first 3, the clockwork is definitely the best. It is definitely the most expensive, but it doesn't take very long to charge up, and it seems to generate a lot of power over its lifetime. Over its its use. You crank it up to orange and it just goes for a while. That's kind of nice. Survival generator uses fuel. I'm not a big fan of that because of the fuel issue we're having over here. This seems to be very slow. And there's no real indicator as to what is happening in there while you're using it. And it doesn't stop when it's full. It just keeps going. That's kind of weird. I'd like to show you how this works. That's not seeming to go very well. Alright, let's take, what's the internal buffer of this thing? 60,000 RF. Okay, so let's take, I don't remember what any of these values were. I'm pretty sure this was 80,000. Let's go back over here. This is 160,000. This is 15. This is 80. And this is 10. Okay. So 60,000. Let's just do 6 of these. That should be, yeah. We'll fill that up just because, right? We'll just check it out, see what it's like. I'm going to cut here for a second. This is probably going to be all we're going to do today. But I want to show you how this works. I want to show you the peat-fired engine working. So I'll be back when something is grown here, and I'll show you how that looks. All right. So looks like I'm going to have to create some sort of... Ooh, excuse me. I'm going to have to create some sort of farm for this, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Oh. So I get 2 peat and a piece of the dirt back. I wonder if I have looting. Let's find out. If I have looting on my shovel, does that give me... where would that be? Here? Yeah, I don't have a lot of this stuff. And unfortunately, I think it takes a lot. What is it? 60? Oh my goodness. 60 for luck 1. Luck 1? Yeah. Yeah, the thing is though, like I don't know if I don't know if that's a good idea, because what else in the world are you going to use luck on your shovel for? I mean, gravel, who cares about flint? You can just craft flint. So it looks like this stuff, you get 2 peat per thing, and I put that in there. It requires redstone. Let's turn this on and see. It's generating 20 RF per tick. Okay. Let's turn that back off. Oh, and it stops immediately. Is that gonna waste my peat though? Let's turn it back on. And I wonder if once it goes from blue to green, if it will generate more than, because it's not even pumping right now because this is full. I'm just filling up its internal buffer. I wonder if that'll increase. Oh, the heat's going up. Well, that burns for quite a while. Each of these do. That's good to know. But yeah, I'm wondering if the RF per tick is gonna go up when the heat gets high enough. Look at this internal buffer though. It's already at, so this is going to be way more than 50,000 RF internal buffer. Goodness gracious. Okay, so that was not an accurate representation. I didn't get 60,000 RF out of that. Okay, so the heat is quite high. 200 C is hot, guys. 200 Celsius is really hot. Yeah. Interesting. I'm really impressed by this internal buffer though. Like, really, really impressed. I think I can hold a lot more than either of these. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's going to generate any more than 20 though. Now it's going to start cooling down, which is fine. It stopped generating. Oh, now it's green. Let's put that in there, see if it went up. Nope. I'm going to just let this run for a while. I do believe this generates 60 RF per tick. Ooh. Okay, yeah. But the rest of these, I'm not sure what this generates. Oh, it tells me. I mean, obviously it's not going to generate anything right now, but interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to waste these. We're going to let this see. Yeah, so 20 it looks like what that's its deal. Doesn't look like it gets any better than that. But my goodness, it runs for a while. That's nice to know. That is really, really nice to know. Once all of this turns into bog earth, all of this stuff turns into bog earth, I'm going to pick up this water, harvest it all, and then do it all again. Yeah. That way we have a decent amount of power over here. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.